Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening and a warm welcome to each and every one of you. My name is Frisia, and on behalf of the ASAP Info Global Group, I'm delighted that you could join us for the 8th Annual Equipment India Awards 2020. Since we cannot celebrate the construction equipment fraternity in person, like we have been doing for the last 7 years, we present to you this year's 8th Annual Equipment India Awards online. For all of you who are supporting and posting on social media, don't forget to use the hashtag ICF2020. But before we move on, I would like to thank our partners for their support to the Equipment India Awards this year. Our presenting partner, Apollo Tyres. Our gold partners, Larsen & Toubro and Timken India. Our silver partner, Bonfiglioli Transmissions. Our associate partner, Gulf Oil, our knowledge partner, Off-Highway Research. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Pratap Padode, founder and president, First Construction Council, to come and join us and give the welcome address.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 6th India Construction Festival and the 8th Equipment India Annual Awards. Project execution has taken a turn for the better in India. Now you can earn bonuses for completing a project in time, and you have to face penalties in case it is delayed. Earlier, road projects were delayed as land was never required in advance. But the contractor would just sit on the advance received, or in case of buildings, the builder would sit on the advances received from flat buyers, and all would benefit because real estate prices would go up. With speed of project execution becoming a critical factor, mechanization or technology is the difference between success and failure. Given the grievous impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, several industry associations made representations for policy-related initiatives and financial stimulus. Equipment India magazine too made a representation presenting a case that the automobile industry, which comprised of passenger vehicles, commercial vehicles, three-wheelers, two-wheelers, and quadricycles, with a total of 2.6 million units between April 19 and March 20, the collective impact of the entire construction equipment fleet in India was just 3.6%, with only 95,000 units during the same period. The objective with which the emission norms were set for pollution were not getting served by getting the construction equipment industry adhering to the norms due to the very low penetration. We stood vindicated when recently the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways extended deadlines for the applicability of the new emission norms. And now the new norms for construction equipment is now applicable from April 21 instead of being applicable from October 20. The vehicle scrappage policy, on the other hand, will provide fuel to this outcome by ensuring that vehicles which are old and therefore would be failing in their ability to reduce their pollution could be phased out. This would also provide a fillip to the commercial vehicle industry as a whole, to apart from contributing to bringing the cost of automobile units down due to availability of recycling plants. Therefore, deferment of these emission norms at this juncture is a wise move. According to reports, the road sector is in a better position today as more projects have been announced this year and more projects sanctioned compared to the same period last year. During April to August this year, 3,181 kilometers of national highway roads length was constructed against the target of 2,777 kilometers of length during the same period. Further, 3,300 kilometers length of national highway works have been awarded in this year till August, which is more than double of 1,367 during the same period last year. Sanctions were issued for construction of 2,983 kilometers of national highways all over the country during this period. These are opportunities for road contractors and road construction equipment market. However, the slowdown in the economy is posing a threat to the fund flow in the market, which can affect execution of these projects. Mining is back in headlines these days because of the bold mining policy announced by the government. The various measures taken as part of the reforms will give a chance for technology to excel in the mining process. Underground mining is gaining importance in the country as many surface mines, especially in the coal sector, are depleting. And underground mining is the option to have more output. Though underground mining needs higher capital and therefore risk involved is more, using suitable equipment and technologies, underground mining can be made more efficient, safe, and productive. Projects like metro rail, roads, expressways, and now even bullet trains are likely to add some positive uptick in the equipment industry. Recently, India's premier Defense Research Institute, DRDO, has identified 108 military systems and subsystems like navigation radars, tank transporters, and missile canisters for the domestic industry to design, develop, and manufacture. There may be some opportunities for the industry here, for the equipment industry. Currently, we are doing well in equipment such as backhoe, loaders, pick and carry cranes, excavators, but there are many areas, especially in the heavy equipment segment, where we still depend a lot on imports. Make in India will not only reduce imports, but a lot more can be achieved on technology front and skill development. There is no better method of kickstarting our economy than seeking overseas funds for infrastructure projects at negligible rates of interest, especially when they come with no riders of procurement from the country funding the development. A case in point is the bullet train project, which has awarded contracts to Indian bidders and is sourcing material from Indian building material companies. States too are now realizing that they need to stand on their own feet and attract investments. They've begun to borrow and prepare a bank of infrastructure projects. Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh have all announced projects. The action, ladies and gentlemen, is shifting to the states now. The pandemic is also accelerating the move towards digitization and technology. Several features which were not favored for Indian environment will soon find favor here. Precast technology, 3D printing, BIM, MX Road, STAD software, geospatial technology, etc. all proliferating our projects. The technology and equipment companies that are being organized, that have organized to build India to this stage are all going to be recognized this evening. And these companies have stood their ground in their respective categories year after year. And our knowledge partners of highway research validate their positions. Just like in real estate, we have 3 rules for success: location, location, location. Similarly, in the equipment industries, we have 3 rules for success: technology, technology, technology. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to the winners this evening. Thank you.
not merely talk the talk. And it is inspiring to be amidst people like you sitting here.
For this effort. I'm delighted to be here this evening, and I'm here particularly for this function.
Congratulate the organizers for drawing our attention and focusing attention on this very important area.
Pododo, who is responsible for conceptualizing this idea.
Thank Aspire for this event this evening, underscoring India's commitment.
Thank you so much, Mr. Padode. Well, the awards instituted by Equipment India have played a very significant role in ushering in an era of transparency and corporate governance. The selection process of our winners today is highly transparent, with an expert jury panel vetting our nominations. Here's the eminent jury panel. Mr. Anand Raj Kanoria, CEO, iQuipo; Mr. Arun Sahai, COO, Ahluwalia Contracts India; Mr. Devendra Kumar Vyas, Managing Director, Srey Equipment Finance; Mr. Fareed Ahmed, Head Marketing Off-Highway Vehicles for APMEA Region, Apollo Tyres Limited; Mr. Gaurav Tiwari, GM, MEC, Dilip Buildcon; Mr. H.S. Mohan, CEO, Infrastructure Equipment Skills Council; Mr. Kennedy V. Kaipali, Country Manager, Bonfiglioli Transmissions; Mr. Mahesh Madhavan, Head, Construction and Infra Practice, Feedback Advisory; Mr. Neerav Parmar, Senior Vice President, Contracts and Procurement, Shapurji Polanji; Mr. Samir Malhotra, Director and CEO, Shriram Automall India; Mr. Sameep Desai, Director, MOBA Mobile Automation; Mr. Samir Bansal, GM India, Off-Highway Research; Mr. Sandeep Shah, AVP Head, Contracts and Procurements, Omkar Realtors; Mr. Sanjay Kaul, Managing Director, Timken India; Mr. Sanjeev Nimkar, Managing Director, Kirloskar Oil Engine. We are grateful to each and every one of you, our jury members, and our knowledge partner, Off-Highway Research, for your contribution towards selecting our winners today. Ladies and gentlemen, before we move on to our next agenda, let's watch this video from our presenting partner, Apollo Tyres. And now I'd like to invite Mr. Dominic G. Martin, Head Marketing Commercial Vehicles for APMEA region, Apollo Tyres Limited, to address the event.
Thank you and very warm greetings to all participants and viewers. Let me begin wishing everyone well and pray you're staying safe and taking good care in these difficult times. Once again, on behalf of Apollo Tyres, I welcome you all to the 8th Annual Equipment India Awards. Time flies quickly, and I vividly recollect last year around this time, we gathered to celebrate this event. This year is a little exceptional. We can't be together, but yet, like they say, the show must go on. And here we are again, once again, connected on this virtual platform. I would like to thank Equipment India and Construction World for creating these one-of-its-kind coveted awards that recognizes exemplary efforts of the industry in their attempts to reach out to customers with new products, with innovative technologies, and delivering higher values. Apollo Tyres, a leading tire manufacturer in India and a fast-growing company around the world, and today is ranked 15th largest in the world, is proud and very proud, I must say, to be associated with these awards for the third consecutive year as the title partner. Being a part of this industry, it would be relevant to share some of my views on the industry and touch upon relevant aspects of Apollo Tyres as well. The original equipment industry has been going through a difficult patch since 2019. It's witnessed a slowdown, which was further aggravated by this pandemic. Having said that, this period has only made us stronger in resilience. It's challenged us to think differently, find new ways of working, adopted new technologies, and become more agile and empathetic. Good brands have made wonderful progress on all these fronts. The government, on the other hand, has been continuing to support the industry directly or indirectly through its various policies and programs. The National Infrastructure Policy surrounding covering ports, housing, metros, smart cities, etc., as well as the new mining policy should provide good impetus for growth. While the ongoing road, power, and railway projects continue to drive the industry. The vision of a self-reliant India should also see great momentum in manufacturing, creating opportunities for construction and material handling equipment. Well, there continues to be some uncertainty on the growth forecast. We at Apollo Tyres have been witnessing good growth in the aftermarket, coming from infrastructure companies and both large and medium scale contractors. In fact, Q2, which generally sees a slowdown due to monsoons, has this year seen a reversal trend. Of course, this may be attributed partially to pent-up demand, but it also indicates the positive sentiments of the customer and better asset utilization. We're also seeing increasing demand coming from original equipment manufacturers in the last 2 months, and they have a very positive outlook for the coming quarters as well. Our manufacturing capacity utilization is up and is nearly touching 90% today. I believe a positive turnaround for the construction industry is around the corner. Segments like backhoe loaders, cranes, wheel loaders, motor graders, port equipment, mining equipment will see significant growth in the coming times. Like many of you out there, Apollo Tyres has been investing for the future. Relevant to the construction sector, we have identified major clusters in the country and have increased our reach and support to these clusters through new warehouses, a connected retail network of distributors. And we have further enabled all of this with a dedicated sales force and a service team, only focused at industrial earth mining, earth movers, mining, and the construction segment. During this pandemic period, our teams have been providing online training to some of the OEM franchisees and to some of the large infra customers. They've also been extending customized services to our customers. In the first 6 months of this year, I'm very proud to say that Apollo actually inaugurated and opened 2 new plants, tire plants in India, one in AP and the other one in Gujarat. We have also tied up with a partner to source and sell premium forklift tires in India and other markets. Our investments in brand and in technology are paramount. This year, we introduced our latest generation of backhoe loaders, compactors, and skid steer tires. We also expanded our portfolio into pavers and cranes as well. Besides tube type and tubeless technologies, we also introduced tires with steel belted technologies. This significantly improves uptime of these products, given that these tires operate in very harsh conditions. During this period, we have increased our share of business with OEM partners as well as with some of the large infra customers. We have also added new partners, new OEM partners, and some infra customers during this period. We have also expanded our footprint beyond the borders, so we've gone international in a large way, and we can actually support you in your endeavors in international markets. At Apollo Tires, I must say we are very grateful to all of you for your continued support, and we will, from our end, continue to work tirelessly to add value to your endeavors. Back to why we are here, the annual Apollo Equipment India Awards. Let us applaud the efforts of all participants in these awards. My hearty congratulations to all winners this year. Thank you once again and wish you all the very best, both now and for the future.
Thank you, Mr. Martin. To recognize key players and bring together top manufacturers, cash companies, companies manufacturing and providing components, accessories, spares and hardware, dealers and financiers. In 2013, the First Construction Council instituted India's first exclusive awards for the construction equipment industry, the 8th Annual Equipment India Awards. It celebrates the fortitude of the construction equipment industry and honors the leading companies for their outstanding work. Here we are presenting the awards to India's construction equipment bestsellers. The first Equipment India Award of this year. And so, ladies and gentlemen, our first award for this evening. It is for the bestseller in asphalt finishers, and it goes to Aman, India. May I invite Mr. Anand Sundaresan, Managing Director, Aman India, to accept the award.
I am very much delighted to receive this award from Equipment India for the best seller in asphalt finisher on behalf of Aman India Private Limited. Aman has been always a leading player in supply of asphalt finisher, and this award really encourages us to do even better. I am frankly a new entrant in Aman family, therefore I would like to dedicate this award to all the employees of Aman India Private Limited. I thank Equipment India, the jury, the judges, and all the well-wishers for bestowing us with this award of bestseller for asphalt finisher. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Sundaresan. The Equipment India Award for the bestseller in backhoe loaders goes to JCB India. Ladies and gentlemen, to present the award to JCB India, I would like to request Mr. Dominic G. Martin, Head Marketing, Commercial Vehicles for APMEA Region, Apollo Tires Limited, to please come and do the honor.
I'm very happy to be here at the 8th Annual Equipment India Awards 2020 and to present the award to the bestseller in backhoe loaders, JCB India.
Thank you, Mr. Martin. I'd now like to invite Mr. Deepak Shetty, Deputy CEO and Managing Director, JCB India, to say a few words.
On behalf of everybody at JCB India, I would like to thank Equipment India for having awarded us as the best company for backhoe loaders for the 8th consecutive year. I also thank the jury for having reposed their faith in JCB and having selected us to receive this prestigious award. It is indeed a great feeling to have the trust and faith of so many who have been associated with us. The JCB backhoe loader has helped create world-class infrastructure for over 4 decades and is continuing to do so. In our own way, we have been consistently contributing to make an Atmanirbhar India. All this has been possible only due to the support of our customers, our dealers, suppliers, financiers, and all other stakeholders who have been our partners in the journey. This is also a huge encouragement for the people who work in our factories and supply chains, without whom this could not have been possible. It would have been a pleasure to meet everybody in person, but with the ever-evolving new normal, I guess we'll have to leave that for some other time. Till then, seeing you all virtually is the only recourse, I guess. I compliment Pratap and his team for their strong support to our industry. Pratap, you have been a long-standing friend for us. Thank you once again and all the best.
Thank you, Mr. Shetty. The Equipment India Award for the bestseller in compaction equipment goes to Case India. I would like to invite Mr. Puneet Vidyarthi, brand leader Case India, to come and accept the award.
Good morning. Equipment India is one of the most famous and most trusted brand in this field of construction equipment, media. And we are extremely proud to have won this award from Equipment India in the category of bestseller in compaction equipment. We are very, very proud and honored to have this, and also feel humbled by the confidence our customers have put in our product and in our processes in the brand. And we will always strive to get the best out of our product range for our customers. Thank you, Equipment India.
Thank you, Mr. Vidyarthi. Our next award, ladies and gentlemen, is for the bestseller in crawler dozers, and it goes to BEML. I would like to invite Dr. Deepak Kumar, Hota, CMD, BEML, to receive the award.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Present at this virtual award ceremony, I am happy to receive this Equipment India Award for bestseller in crawler dozer category. This award is a tribute to the valuable contribution BEML is making towards Atmanirbhar Bharat. We are a defense public sector undertaking, a highly diversified company operating in 3 business verticals: mining and construction, rail and metro, and defense and aerospace. We are operating in an intensely competitive business environment pitted against the MNCs, and over 85% of all the business that we do comes through open competition mode. And 68% of the business that we do is our own homegrown R&D developed products. R&D expenditure to the tune of 2.5 to 3% of the gross sales is what we do every year. And this is in line with the industry standard for the engineering industry. I thank the jury and Equipment India for honoring BEML with this award. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Hota. The next Equipment India Award for the bestseller in crawler excavators goes to Tata Hitachi Construction Machinery Company. Ladies and and gentlemen, to present the award to Tata Hitachi, I would like to request Mr. Sanjay Kaul, Managing Director, Timken India, to please do the honor.
Hi everybody, I am very happy to be here at the 8th Annual Equipment India Awards 2020 and to present the award to the best seller in the crawler excavator. It goes to none other than Tata Hitachi Construction Machinery Company. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kaul. I would now like to invite Mr. Sandeep Singh, Managing Director, Tata Hitachi, and Mr. Hemant Mathur to accept the award and say a few words.
Thank you, Equipment India, for recognizing us as the best seller in crawler excavator for the third consecutive year. I'm very happy to receive this award on behalf of my team, my dealers, and would like to thank our dear customers who have reposed confidence in Tata Hitachi year after year. Thank you very much.
Good evening. On behalf of Tata Hitachi, I'd like to thank Equipment India for giving us this award for having done the highest sales of hydraulic excavators in India. We have won this award for the third time running, and we stay committed to the development of the nation. Chalo, Desh Banaye. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Singh and team. Well, ladies and gentlemen, to present the next award, I would like to request Mr. Dominic G. Martin, Head Marketing, Commercial Vehicles for APMEA Region, Apollo Tyres Limited, to please come and do the honor.
Happy to announce the award to the best seller of mobile cranes to Action Construction Equipment.
Yes, the next Equipment India Award for the best seller in mobile cranes goes to Action Construction Equipment. May I now invite Mr. Saurabh Agarwal, Executive Director, Action Construction Equipment, to say a few words.
I feel proud and honored on winning this Best Seller in Mobile Cranes Award in succession again this year. And I would like to thank ASAP Media for the recognition on behalf of the entire ACE team. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank our customers who've been supporting us, our vendors, and the entire ACE team, ACE family members who've been working hard all across for all these years, even this COVID times, and make such recognitions possible.
Thank you, Mr. Agarwal. The Equipment India Award for the best seller in rigid dump trucks goes to BEML. I would like to invite Dr. Deepak Kumar Hota, CMD, BEML, to receive the award.
I am glad to receive the second award of the evening in the rigid dump trucks category. Such recognitions motivate us to work smarter and take on the challenges at every step. In-house R&D and proactive indigenization are the cornerstones of BEML's business strategy. We have our own world-class R&D establishment at KGF, which was established in the year 1984 and is being offered as a national facility for the industry. Recently, Honorable Raksha Mantri inaugurated BEML's Industrial Design Center, which we have invested in developing in-house capabilities of industrial design and human factors, engineering and IPs, which is intellectual properties. This will address the design facet of products presently dependent on foreign facilities and move us towards self-reliant on product design in pursuit of Atmanirbhar Bharat. BEML working closely with academia like IIT, Indian Institute of Science in complex technological domains like torsion, vibrations, noise reduction, crash analysis, etc. Once again, thank you, Equipment India and the jury for giving us this honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hota. Moving on to our next award, the best seller in skid steer loaders goes to Doosan Bobcat India. May I invite Mr. Yoon So Kim, Director Commercial, Doosan Bobcat India, to receive the
ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of entire Dusanbak India team, I'd like to express the deepest gratitude to Equipment India, jury members and Backhoe channel partners, plus customers across the country. This 8 times a consecutive Best Skid Steer Loader award means a lot, and it is great motivation to us indeed. In these days, Dusanbak India team is trying to reimagine our core competency to overcome the uncertainty and to secure our product leadership. We will keep endeavoring to redefine the market, redevelop the product, and rethink the manufacturing footprint for the customer satisfaction. Thank you again, and hope you stay safe.
Thank you, Mr. Kim. Our next award for this evening, ladies and gentlemen, is for the best seller in mini excavators. And it goes to Tata Hitachi Construction Machinery Company. We would like to invite Mr. Sandeep Singh, Managing Director, Tata Hitachi, and Mr. Rahul Shore to receive the award.
Thank you, Equipment India, for recognizing us for the best seller in mini excavator segment for the 3rd consecutive year. I am very happy to receive this award on behalf of Tata Hitachi and dedicate it to our team, Tata Hitachi, our dealers and our dear customers. Thank you very much.
Good evening. On behalf of Tata Hitachi, I thank the entire team of Equipment India Awards for choosing us a winner in mini excavator category in the last financial year. And it is a proud moment for us that we have won this award for the 3rd consecutive year, and we dedicate this award to all our customers and to all our colleagues in the company and also to our management. So thanks a lot.
Thank you, Mr. Singh and your team, and a big congratulations to you all. Ladies and gentlemen, before we move on to our next category of awards for this evening, let's watch this video from our gold partner, Timken India.
Strength. How do we define it? Every day, we are stronger. By design.
I'd now like to invite Mr. Sanjay Kaul, Managing Director, Timken India, to please come and address us.
It is an honor for me to introduce the Timken company to such an august audience. I'm happy to introduce the Timken company. This company started more than 100 years back in US in Ohio, and it started with an invention. Henry Timken invented taper roller bearing, which at that point of time was so important to the industrial revolution because it was overcoming friction by taking care of both radial and axial load. And since then, last 100+ years, we have been overcoming this friction in every sphere of life, whether it is mobile equipment, whether it is stationary equipment. Timken has been present in India for last 50 years, manufacturing for more than 30 years. We got plants and research and development and technology center here in India. We got plants in Jamshedpur, we got plant in Chennai, Bharuch, and we had a small plant in Raipur, and we got a tech center here in Bangalore. So there is no off-highway construction equipment where Timken does not have a presence. And this I say with a lot of humility and a lot of pride that we have been able to design bearings for very harsh equipment or application. Timken would love to help you, reach out to you, to be partner in your design and in your success journey.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the last and the most awaited award for this evening, the Equipment India Person of the Year 2020 Private Sector. This award is presented to a person for his remarkable achievements during the year that have propelled his organization and the industry to greater heights. Of the contenders for this award, the jury was unanimous in their selection. Ladies and gentlemen, to present the Equipment India Person of the Year Award, I would like to request Mr. Satish Sharma, President, Asia Pacific, Middle East and Africa, and Whole-Time Director, Apollo Tyres, to please come and do the honors.
I'm delighted to be here at the 8th Annual Equipment India Awards 2020, and I will be presenting the award of the Equipment India Person of the Year. And happy to announce this goes to Mr. V.G. Shakti Kumar, Managing Director, Schwingstetter, India. Heartiest congratulations.
And the award goes to Mr. V.G. Sakti Kumar, Managing Director, Schwingstetter, India. Before I invite Mr. V.G. Sakti Kumar, let's hear about his illustrious career. This is what change agents look like. Mr. V.G. Sakti Kumar, Managing Director, Schwingstetter, India, has been associated with the company since its conception in 1998. He's played a very intrinsic role in its growth story, with over 3 decades of experience in the ready-mix concrete and construction machinery businesses. Since assuming the role of Chief Operating Officer in 2006, he has made significant contributions to building the brand. Having consolidated Schwingstetter's position in India, he then went on to establish the Schwing brand in SAARC and re-establish the company's position in ASEAN and Africa. He was responsible for establishing the export business for Schwingstetter India and establishing operations in Southeast Asia, South Asia, East Africa and South Africa, which currently does contribute to 10% of the turnover of Schwingstetter India. Overall, Schwingstetter's business has continued to grow. In fact, it has grown 3 times in the last 3 years. In 2015, Mr. Sakti Kumar took the lead in launching products from the XCMG group in India to create a non-concreting business group under the Schwingstetter India umbrella. In 2018, Schwingstetter became the #1 business operation globally among the Schwing group of companies. In 2019, he took charge as managing director. Mr. Sakti Kumar is also an industry leader who plays a very active role in the development of the Indian construction equipment sector. He is convener of the membership panel of the Indian Construction Equipment Manufacturers Association and GC member of ICEMA and chairman of the Mechanization Committee of the Builders Association of India. Furthermore, he has played a very active role in the Confederation of India Industry and led 2 business delegations to Nepal as well as South Africa. Indeed, there can be no better brand ambassador for this industry. So please, with a virtual round of applause, let's welcome Mr. Sakti Kumar to receive the Equipment India Person of the Year Award and say a few words.
It is a pleasure to receive the 8th Annual Equipment India Award for the Person of the Year 2020. I sincerely thank the organizers, Mrs. Falguni Patode, Mr. Pratap Patode, have been doing an exemplary work towards the promotion of construction and infrastructure industry through the journalism for the last 20 years. I appreciate their effort. I wish them all the best. And I'd like to thank the sponsors and the jury for selecting my name as a Person of the Year. It gives me a great pleasure. I know there were many nominations for this award, and I consider all of them are stalwarts in the industry, and I've been learning a lot from them, and I'm sure I'll continue to learn a lot from them. And I thank them for teaching me. And I would also like to thank my organization Schwingstetter India, which has been in the forefront of meeting the customer aspiration when it comes to the machinery that makes concrete and also pump concrete and deliver concrete. You don't see the people who really worked behind this award. They are my colleagues, they are my leadership team, the employees, the workmen, the direct and indirect staff who are connected with our welfare of our organization, our vendors, our service providers, and the complete ecosystem of Schwingstetter, which has played a great role. And they are the one who really responsible for me holding this award today in my hand. And I would also like to recognize during a year like 2020, when COVID and pandemic are the big roadblocks for the industry growth, we are able to grow in certain areas of the business, and I'm sure this award will motivate us to even commit ourselves more for meeting our customer standards and raising our own standard, introducing new products for the years to come. And personally, I would like to thank everyone and also say this will be a big motivation for making the industry, construction industry and the equipment industry better for our nation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Sakti Kumar. Ladies and gentlemen, our chief guest, Dr. Sukhbir Singh Sandhu, IAS, Chairman, NHAI, will address us now. But before calling upon Dr. Sandhu, a few words about him. India's road to the future depends on this man. Our chief guest for today is Dr. Sukhbir Singh Sandhu, IAS, who took charge as the chairman of the National Highways Authority of India last October. Prior to this, he served as the additional secretary in the Department of Higher Education, Government of India, where he looked after technical education, which includes IITs, NITs, IIITs, SPAs, and the Teacher Education Quality Improvement Program, a World Bank project. He's also been the Chief Vigilance Officer in the Ministry of Human Resource Development. Joining the IAS in 1988, he has served in various positions in the states of Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, and Punjab, and worked in a number of areas, including state roads, infrastructure development, PPP projects, finance, urban development, environment, health and family welfare, tourism revenue administration, rural development, power, new and renewable energy, IT, industries, and science and technology. A medical graduate from the Government Medical College, Amritsar, he has a master's degree in history and is also a law graduate. Dr. Sandhu received the President of India Medal in recognition of his services as the Commissioner of the Municipal Corporation of Ludhiana. A lover of the great outdoors, Dr. Sandhu loves trekking and mountaineering. In fact, he has scaled the Black Peak at an altitude of 22,000 feet in Uttarakhand. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Dr. Sandhu to address all of us.
Dear friends, first of all, my congratulations to First Construction Council for organizing this India Construction Festival. When we talk of construction, I think the first and foremost thing which comes to one's mind is roads along with the buildings. And when we talk of roads, we are all aware that India is having second largest network of roads in the world, and national highways play a very important role in that. National highways are only 2% of total highway network in the country, but they carry 40% of the traffic. That shows the importance of national highways. That's why in the NIP announced by the government recently, a major chunk of funds have been kept for road sector. We are supposed to spend about 13 lakh crore in NHA alone as part of NIP. Major chunk of this amount would be spent under the scheme Bharatmala, which you are all aware of. For the first time in the country, under the scheme Bharatmala, a corridor approach has been adopted. Earlier, usually we used to widen the existing roads because the traffic has gone beyond its capacity. But under Bharatmala, a nationwide study was undertaken to know the origin and destination of the traffic for different reasons. And we have identified more than 23 corridors already where the projects are under different stages of implementation. One of them, the most being talked about, is Delhi-Mumbai Expressway, which will reduce the travel time from present 24 hours to almost 12 hours. Another one is about to start, is between Bengaluru and Chennai. Then we have in the pipeline Delhi to Dehradun, which will reduce the travel time from almost 6 hours to 2 hours. Similarly, almost every part of the country will have access controlled economic corridor or expressway connecting different points of economic activity. To meet the targets and to achieve the objective as early as possible, NHAI is awarding the works as fast as possible. This year, in the first 6 months, we have awarded road projects worth 47,000 crores. The target for this financial year is to award works worth 2 lakh crores. Similar or slightly more is the target for the next financial year. So a lot of projects are coming. It's good news for all of you. A lot of opportunities for business and also for equipment companies. To meet the financial requirement for such a massive road program, we have lined up quite a few innovative initiatives also. SPV model is being made operational now. The first one is Delhi-Mumbai Expressway, where we are trying to arrange the finances by securitizing the future toll revenue under a special purpose vehicle, in which you must be aware by now, the first government sector InvIT is coming up in NHAI. We have already got SEBI approval, and hopefully in a month's time, it will become operational. TOT we have been doing for the last 3-4 years, and this will continue. Apart from the budget support which we are getting to meet the financial requirements for such a massive highway program. Our toll policy is one of the more stable policies which will meet the financial requirements and which will ensure the comfortable repayment of all the borrowings that we are doing now. Because it's a stable policy and a very robust policy, many foreign investors are showing interest in the road sector in India. Another initiative which we had taken recently, last December, was the FASTag. You are all aware, it has made commuting on our national highways much easier than what it used to be before. Still there are challenges and improvements are taking place. Our endeavor is to make your experience through toll plaza as good as comparable to best in the world. With this FASTag, lot of data has been generated, and we have a big data lake and project management software which we started implementing for the last 6-7 months to take care of this data and to manage this data in the best possible way which is useful for NHAI and for the country. We have already set up a center of excellence for artificial intelligence with IIT Delhi, and we are very hopeful that soon we will be able to make some new breakthrough and we'll be able to use this data which will be useful to all of us. Another initiative we took is with the IITs and NITs and other engineering colleges in the country is by asking them to adopt national highways in their proximity. We call it institution social responsibility. With the students and research scholars and teachers, they are adopting a particular stretch of national highway and they are giving suggestions about its maintenance or removal of black spots or congestion points or other suggestions. Because these people are situated very close to those stretches of highway and they are the stakeholder and they are also the sufferers if there is any lacking or some deficiency in the national highway. So they are sending us very good suggestions and we are also using their services when we while preparing the DPR with the help of consultants. So with these two initiatives, we are sure that these young minds will be able to contribute in a major way towards building of better highways and building of nation. We are also now laying a lot of emphasis on the quality aspect of it. Rating of all the roads is now in the final phase. Hopefully in a month's time, we will have ranking and rating of roads. For example, out of all the BOT roads, you will be able to know which road is the best and which road is the worst. Not only for BOT, it will be applicable to all the roads under NHAI. And not only roads, we have done so for all our offices. We have regional office in every state. So all these offices are also being ranked and rated. So we will also know which office is performing the best and which office is performing the worst. And similar thing is being applied to employees' performance also. Ease of doing business is a major requirement in our country. We have worked in that direction and we had extensive discussions with consultants and contractors, where we got a lot of suggestions, and within 2 days after the meeting, whatever suggestion was implementable, we issued orders and we implemented it. It has created a lot of positivity in the sector. Just to help the stakeholders and contractors, I'll narrate one example. In NHI, we had only manual system of payments. During lockdown, towards the end of March, during the lockdown, we changed the system from manual to online, and we made a payment of more than 10,000 crores, and we made payment of all the pending bills. There was no pendency on 31st March in our country. It helped many stakeholders by improving their liquidity. Dispute resolution has been a major challenge in NHAI. We have launched a drive and we are inviting everyone to come for conciliation. We have 3 conciliation committees and they are disposing of many cases, and as you are aware, it's a voluntary process and both the parties are happy wherever we are able to reach amicable settlement. The payment is very fast because then you don't have to wait for High Court and Supreme Court order for years together. Moreover, in all future agreements, we have introduced dispute resolution board mechanism where while the project is ongoing, at the same time, issue can be raised before the board and 3-member board will visit the spot and give its decision. I am hopeful that more than 90% of issues which ultimately lead to arbitration and litigation will be resolved at this stage only. Land acquisition has been a major area of concern for road projects which led to delays and disputes. We are making sure that we don't award any project unless we have 90% of the land with us. And all these projects which have been awarded in the last couple of years, they had in possession 90% of the land. So I am quite hopeful that all this litigation will become part of the history in future. At the end, I again congratulate the organizers of India Construction Festival. I'm told that you are also honoring equipment companies and you are also giving awards for construction. I congratulate all the winners of the award, and also I am sure that the people who could not make it to the award this year, they will definitely be able to win it next year. My best wishes to Mr. Padode and his team for a very successful India Construction Festival. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Dr. Sandhu, for your enlightening address. Truly such an honor and privilege to hear you today. Ladies and gentlemen, undoubtedly we have had a wonderful event this evening, and once again thank you so much for making this evening special with your presence. Before we do end the event, I'd like all of you to take a look at the screen for some of ASAP Info Global Group's upcoming events, which might be of some interest to you. I'd now like to invite Ms. Shriyal Sethu Madhavan, Features Editor, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. True to its saying and to what this year has been for us, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. In the year of COVID-19, businesses and economies have been dramatically affected. Some of the strongest industries, such as construction equipment manufacturing too, have been impacted. Suspended investments, manufacturing processes shutting down, supply chain disruptions, plus the decrease in demand for construction equipment. Most of you have battled it all. The 8th Equipment India Awards is our response to the pandemic year. We continue to support the equipment industry, recognize growth, and award achievers. For all the support and faith that you have reposed in us, I would specially like to thank our partners for this evening. Presenting partner Apollo Tyres. Gold partners Larsen & Toubro and Timken India. Silver partner Bonfiglioli Transmissions. Associate partner Gulf Oil and knowledge partner of Highway Research. I thank our chief guest Dr. Sukhbir Singh Sandhu, Chairman of National Highways Authority of India, for your encouraging words. I thank our jury for all the support and invaluable contribution in helping us not just arrive at our winners, but also ensuring a completely transparent process. Our winners, you are our achievers. Thank you, and once again congratulations for the much deserved victory. Our team of A-Sapiens, thank you for the dedication with which you have worked. You have ensured that this online event, like all our others, attains its objective too. And to all our viewers, thank you for attending our first ever virtual Equipment India Awards. Thank you once again. Stay safe and have a lovely evening.
Thank you, Ms. Sethu Madhavan. Once again, our heartiest congratulations to all our winners and our stars of this evening. I would like to personally thank each and every one of you for joining us virtually and being a part of the celebrations. And of course, we would like to thank our partners for their support to the Equipment India Awards this year. Our presenting partner, Apollo Tyres, our gold partners, Larsen & Toubro and Timken India, our silver partner, Bonfiglioli Transmissions, our associate partner, Gulf Oil, our knowledge partner of Highway Research. Thank you all for joining us virtually this evening. My name is Frisia. I'll see you again next year.